Hey, 75B, welcome back. Here to give you a quick overview of week 2. It's hard to believe that week 1 is already over. Now, I will do this at the beginning of every week, and I will try to keep its structure consistent. Do this first, video week 2 overview. That's what you're watching right now. And I forgot to disable texts on my computer. Now, couple things about last week. I know some of you don't have the books yet. I will do my best to keep publishing things online through the end of this week. Everything should be able to be found on internet through Google or through PDF that I'm putting up there. So, any questions on that? As far as the discussions go, they're going very nicely. Thanks a lot. If you haven't done it yet, I'm going to give you some grace period in this first 2 weeks, but stick with those deadlines. Wednesday for comments, Saturday for discussions. Okay? We've got to pace ourselves out because it doesn't serve you to do it all at the end. And we all know that. You just don't get the same, effect, the same training out of it. You know, you can't train for a marathon by running 100 miles the night before. It doesn't work that way. It's about pacing. So let's go to week 2 overview very quickly. And hopefully it's all loading. A couple things we'll be doing this week. We'll be looking at Mark Twain, including Letters from the Earth and the War Prayer, 2 smaller works, but that will help to fill out what we know about Mark Twain as a writer. I mean, most people are already familiar with Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, so these are some nice, interesting pieces that show kind of a broader range of his writing. We'll also be looking at another satirist and realist named Ambrose Bierce, okay? And he talks about the Civil War and occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge and also in Chickamauga. 2 very, very famous short stories and very, very memorable. So, very quickly, you will notice kill that. I gotta learn how to turn that off. Get out of there. Okay. Coming up for a Saturday, we'll be looking at the Civil War in literature. I'm sorry. On Wednesday, you'll be doing the Mark Twain. They're on PDFs right in the module. You may need to rotate them to get them the way to read them. I don't know why it went the other way. And then you got your week 2 comment there. And then for Saturday, you've got Bierce, 2 short stories. And again, this is to keep the pacing right. Now, when we go and look at what our discussion is for this week, I'm going to jump down there. Notice it doesn't include Bierce, because if Ambrose Bierce's reading is due on Saturday, that doesn't give you time to comment on it and then give replies to comments. So there's going to be this kind of like overlapping and staggering of it, but it makes sense. But everything that's on the discussion should be something that you've already read. Look, it's Emily Dickinson, Walt Whitman, and Mark Twain. Okay, so I've broken it up into 2 smaller posts, put them both in the same window, right? First one is asking you to talk about the themes that you see in Walt Whitman's poetry. Remember, theme is a large idea that a work of art or literature is exploring. And I'm also going to ask you a little bit about the Song of Myself structure. And I'm asking you also to put in a few lines that help you answer these questions. If you also want to put in a few lines that you just want to say, I have no idea what's going on here, man. I'd like to buy a vowel. That's fine too. But I do want you to be able to support what you're saying by giving me something from the text. And that's important too because, you know what, this is like kind of our soft build-up for how we're going to work on the quizzes and also on the papers that we're going to write, where you're going to make a certain claim about an author or about a piece of literature, and you're going to use specific examples from the text to support that claim. And then I'm asking you about Emily Dickinson, how her poem's structured differently, and then also paste a few lines from the poem, from a poem. And then I'm asking you about Mark Twain. Now, of course, that's because he's our Wednesday writer. And I'm asking you about themes and tones regarding Mark Twain's two pieces here. And what are the themes and tones that are taking place in these writings that he has about America? Letter from the Earth, and also the War Prayer. Whew, intense stuff. And here are our due dates. Hopefully there are no surprises here. Coming up Wednesday, and also coming up on Saturday. Now, there's some questions regarding structure that I've gotten. I don't expect this to be an essay. You don't have to give me an introduction and different paragraphs, topic sentences. Just go right into the question. It's going to be more like a discussion or a conversation back and forth. Get right to it. I don't mind if you're a bit informal there, you know, if you're using slang, that's great. If that's what best works to get your point across, fantastic. But you know what? Do give it a quick scan for grammar and spelling, just because it's good practice. It's good to make that a reflex. Bang it out first, then go back and clean up the mess. You know, if you're on topic, you're going to get the points. But yeah, again, this does not have to be as formal as, you know, the essays that we turn in. Hopefully that answers some questions about that. And again, if you've got questions, go ahead and text me or email me through Canvas Inbox. Okay, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I was talking about here. Now, if you look at the Twain, it should open up. Sometimes it takes a minute. Some of them are poorly rotated. I don't know why. I tried to fix it and save it. It wouldn't. So you're just going to have to hit this button until I figure out a better way. Now, some people want to just read it right on here. What I strongly recommend, download it, make it your own PDF. And if you have a way to annotate right on the PDF, circle, highlight, mark it up in the margins, I think that's so important, because that shows you're having a conversation with the text. And it also means that you're going to retain a lot more. You're getting all your senses involved. And, you know, annotation forces you to commit your mind to something, even if it's something like, what the hell does he mean here? What does, I saw the word obeisance mean? You know, you can look that up in like 2 seconds now, right? Hey Siri, define obeisance. Boom, you got it. Hit those bigger words.
This on the web for define obeisance. Boom, check it out.
And of course, Siri automatically wanted to do it for me. The War Prayer, same thing we've got there. We also have video lectures for Walt Whitman and Mark Twain. I think I'm going to move that up. We'll put that first. Oh, the video lectures are going to be in here. You don't have to do these. I'm going to get rid of these links. These links are in here. I'm going to tighten up that space a little bit. That pretty much rounds up the work that we're doing for this second week. I hope you're enjoying the 3-day weekend. If you've got any questions, text me or send me a message through Canvas Inbox. Thanks a lot and have a great day.